Yep, that's right. It's qualifying Bahrain. This is race weekend. I can't believe that it's already here. And I'm just going to run down the last minute of Q1 with you all right now. So let's do it. We got Ricardo trying to pull something out of the hat here. The lineup: Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Bottas. Yes, that's right. Bottas and a Romeo, followed by Russell and Hamilton. And oh, can I say Magnussen in P7 right now in the Haas? Yeah, the Haas is doing some damage. Everybody was right in that nobody knew exactly what this lineup was going to be. But a few people guessed that Ferrari was going to be at the top, and they are, at least for right now. I really hope Ricardo can do something. Last 30 seconds here. Daniel's coming around the corner. The final straight here. Coming over the line. Let's see what he could do. P15. There's still 15 seconds left. Still some cars going around. I don't think he's gonna hold that, which means he's not gonna get Q1 out of Q1. Norris coming through. Norris pops up into P6. Wow. So that already pushes Ricardo out. I feel bad for Ricardo, but I just really wish he had I really wish he had put something out there. It's just, man, this lineup though, you got the Haas way up there. Oh my God. The Astons are down. Stroll, Hulkenberg's right behind them. I think they're coming over the line now though. Guan Yu, what is he about to do? He pops up in the 15th. I don't know. He might be able to hold that at this point. We'll see. You know, if he does, you know, big ups to him. First outing. Hulkenberg just came over the line and he couldn't do it. But he did outperform Stroll. I mean, Stroll needs to step it up. I mean, he does. You've been in the car, both practices. You've been with Aston for a year now. Come on. That's just not a good performance there. Perez down in 11th. Ooh, this field is crazy. So I think they're all on cooldown laps now. Yeah, it looks like everybody's setted. So for the end of Q1, we're looking at Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Bottas, Magnussen, Ocon, Gasly, Norris, Russell, and Hamilton. Rounds out the top 10. And then you got Perez, Alonso, Schumacher, Guan Yu, and Albon. Albon made it to, all right, pulled that Williams out. And he beat Latifi. Latifi down in last place. I said my boy Albon was going to make some moves this year. Way to start it off, Albon. Congrats to Q2. Let's see if there's even a chance he might sneak out of Q3 with how crazy this is. So, all right, let him do the cooldown laps, and I'll bring it back for the last minute of Q2. All right, we're back in action here. It is Q2, and the numbers have changed, or the lineup has changed a little bit. So we got Verstappen on top, followed by Leclerc, Perez, Magnussen, Hamilton, Russell, Sainz, Ocon, Alonso, and Bottas round out the top 10. So yeah, it doesn't look like Albon made it into Q2. Doesn't look like he's gonna make it into Q3, but he did pop it up a few spots. He landed in 15th still from where he was when he started out the session. So, you know, big up to Albon. And with that said, let's just run down this last minute here. Leclerc coming around trying to set things straight again. I like that. Man, so it's crazy. These Mercedes engines, I'm not sure if they're just down on a little power. I mean, I don't think they were sandbagging a little bit, but clearly, I mean, the highest Mercedes right now is Hamilton in P5, but you know, he's almost 3/4 of a second off the pace, and I'm pretty sure everything's turned up. So here comes Leclerc over the line. So he's going to stay P2. Sainz is down in 7th. Let's see if he can pop it up a little bit. Here he comes. Yo, he does. P2. Oh, bumps Leclerc. Okay. Yeah, Mr. 55. All right. Bottas coming over. He went 8th. So still not too bad for Romeo and Norris. Oh, Norris. who was the highest Mercedes engine on Q1, is bumped out in 12th place. Still a good showing for all the issues that McLaren kind of had over practice and having to do all the running himself. McLaren's doing okay, but, obviously outdid his teammate as well, so can't really fault Norris. I think there's going to be some more pace to find there. Oh, Hamilton. Russell. Oh my God. So Hamilton was down in 7th. Russell popped up above him and Hamilton flipped it over. Hamilton's almost a good 2/10 ahead of Russell. So yeah, champion doing champion things right there. Looks like Gasly's still trying to come around, see if he can do. Oh no. No. He's on a slowdown lap. Never mind. So, yeah, Gasly's in P9 though, so he's gonna make it to Q3. That was a crazy session right there. I really think that I think that might be kind of where Mercedes pace is at. I don't think they're leaving much on the table, off the table right now. So I think that is some of the pace that we have right there. Red Bull on top right now, followed by the Ferraris. Then you got Perez, right behind the Ferraris, and then you got the Mercedes. So let's see what they can do in Q3. Obviously, it's going to depend on tire choice and stuff, but I don't know. I think Mercedes can obviously still battle for wins at this point. If you're going to be in P5, you never know what's going to happen, but you're definitely not just running away with it if that's the true pace. So I don't know. Maybe it's hard to say if it's really the Mercedes engine right now. Could still be a lot to do with the aero and stuff. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. But on to Q3. All right, it is Q3. This is what we all been waiting for, to see what is going to happen, how the grid is going to line up tomorrow. So let's do this. Hamilton's pulling out of the garage right now. And I heard a funny stat while they were kind of transitioning between qualifying sessions. Bottas hasn't missed Q3 since 2016. I mean, I'm pretty sure they got it right. I mean, they said it right there on F1. So, man, I mean, that's impressive. I mean, every time he started, of course, if something happened with his car in between, I don't think they counted that. But that was a good stat. And he did outqualify Guan Yu Zhou. I think Guan Yu had a good performance, though. I'm looking forward to seeing this kid in the Romeo. Romeo's a beautiful car this year, too. And I think they got a good lineup. I'm not sure how they get along, but I'm sure at least professionally they're fine. Maybe they'll, build kind of a friendship or something. But I think he'll learn a lot from Bottas. And like I've said in other videos, I think Bottas will learn a few things from him as well. So obviously Verstappen is the one to beat right now. He's right on top. We got the Ferraris chasing him down. The Ferraris did have to use an extra set of tires, though, to kind of pull out that performance in that last round. I'll have to go back and look. I'm not sure if they kind of had a slip up or something, or, they were just really looking for, to try to dominate and get that 1-2. It's kind of Ferrari doctrine, just, pull out all the stops to get what they want to get done. So, Red Bull's in a little bit better position. And I'm not quite sure on the Mercedes. I don't know if they pulled out another set of tires either. It would be obviously in Mercedes' best interest if they can hold an extra set of the soft tires and kind of, at least for one of them, if not both, and kind of have a different strategy than some of the others. Maybe have to do one more stop than the rest. Be able to kind of try to overtake them on the track that way. Or, undercut them obviously, but, take them over on the track. But Russell coming through on a flyer. I will say the Mercedes still looks a little porpoisey. I don't know. We're just going to make that word. That's a word now. Okay, porpoisey. But, they got a little bounce still. But it looks a little more planted. They still got a little bit of oversteering problems. But, overall, I think that they're kind of, they're doing Mercedes things. They're kind of locking the car down more, Clearly, the performance is much better than what people thought even just a day ago, 3 days ago. So, I think in a race or two for sure, they could easily be doing exactly what was happening last season and kind of like on the back foot slightly and then just pressing ahead. But who knows? I mean, everybody else is going to be pushing too. I don't think the Ferraris are giving up a thing. And we're coming up close on the first lap times. All right, Verstappen is like behind a couple of the front guys right now. But it looks like Hamilton's going to be ahead of Russell if it keeps up the way it is. But yeah, I don't know. They're going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat here kind of thing if they want to, pull out a front grid place. So we're coming over the line. Russell, of course, first because he's the first one through. Hamilton tops him by a tenth. Yo, those Ferraris got pace. Leclerc cleared him. Sainz coming through now. Tops him. Yeah. 55. Whew. I told you, watch out for Carlos this season. I'm not going to lie. I'm rooting for Carlos. I really am. I know there's a whole Leclerc fanboy train. Matt from WTF1 is definitely the fanboy. And nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. I like Charles, but I'm just a Carlos fan for sure. I'm happy that he's with Ferrari, and I'm looking forward to him beating his teammate. And if somebody pulls out a championship other than my man Hamilton, it's gonna be Carlos. And yes, I do have a little bit of bias towards Mercedes because I'm a Hamilton fan, but that doesn't mean I can't be honest about it and also be real with other situations. So you'll see a little bit of that Mercedes fanboyish in me, coming through. But it's all good. It's all good. I can be very honest about the rest of the field. And again, I'm kind of looking forward to Carlos really pressing for a championship. I really think it could happen. They had that photo of, who might be the next. It was like Leclerc, Verstappen, Norris, Russell. And I just thought, Sainz? Like, all right, maybe he came in a little before them, but this dude is about it, and he has a car under him now too that can really do it. So I'm looking forward to it. Verstappen's complaining about the tires a little bit. It seems like he's saying they're not really working. I don't know. He's in P3 right now. Perez in P4, Hamilton 5, Russell 6, Gasly, Magnussen, Alonso, and Bottas. Yo, K-Mag is just, I'm a K-Mag fan. I'm kind of K-Mag fanboying over here. I'm definitely happy for Haas with Schumacher and Magnussen. What another smile to this whole season before it even started, right? Looks like Verstappen's back in the pits. I'm thinking they're going to throw on another set. I highly doubt they're going to hold back that one set. There's 5 minutes left. I mean, maybe they're just going to warm up the tires, but I don't know. A Ferrari lockout. And where's Perez? Perez is still 0.3 off of, or 2.5 tenths off his teammate. Yeah, 2.5, almost 0.3 off his teammate. I really thought that Carlos, I keep saying Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez was, going to be able to do some things in Red Bull this year. And I still think he can. I mean, it's the first race of the season. He's only 2.5, 0.3 off his teammate. But I really think, anything can happen. And I really think Sergio is hungry for a championship. He's hungry for wins. He's not looking to play the wingman. He will play the wingman like a good teammate for sure, no doubt. But he's not looking for that to be his position. He's looking to get those W's. And I think he's going to get some of those. And maybe not today with qualifying in Q3, but who knows in the race and who knows for the rest of the season. So I still got some hope for Perez. And yeah, I definitely think Red Bull's going to try to throw something at him because they're going to want to lock out that front row. They're going to at least want Verstappen on the front row. Although they know Verstappen, he can do it on track too. So if he needs to, but honestly, if Ferrari just has that pace and it's a 1-2, they can hold Red Bull back. They're not gonna just let Verstappen just play his game. And they both got the pace to do it. So I think they're gonna have to play the team game. Leclerc might have to kind of play defense on Verstappen a little bit, let Sainz pull away with it, and then kind of try to grab a toe with him, depending on how well the toe works this year with the new regulations in the cars and stuff. That's going to be interesting to see in the race, because we haven't really seen anybody practicing toes. We kind of seen one or two little race, here and there, during practice and stuff, but it's going to be interesting to really see how that works out in actual race, race trim. So we're just over 2.5 minutes left here. Everybody's kind of warming up for their out lap. Obviously, they kind of want to warm up their tires, get in that right window, make sure they're set for a clear field, and do a flying lap. And then potentially, I think if they get around in time, I don't know where they are right now. I think they're around halfway through the track. Oh, no, they're pulling up towards the end. So I think if they go over now, they'll just have enough time to pull out one more lap if they need to. But again, if they do that, they're not going to really be able to recharge their batteries because they're going to have dumped it all on the last one. So I don't really know if this, for some of them, it might be their last go around. Yeah, Russell's time up by 1.5 seconds. I mean, that's a lot of missing pace right there. Yeah, still moving around a little bit. Little twitches here and there that you're just losing, 0.5 tenth, a tenth. That understeering and stuff. They just got to lock that down. They really do. But I'll say George looks good in the Mercedes, man. He's clearly not just way off the pace. I mean, he's going to be challenging Hamilton, and I said it from the jump. I said he's going to be giving Hamilton a good challenge, and he may even pop out ahead of in qualifying and over Hamilton here and there throughout the season. He may even pull out a win over Hamilton, but I think overall, Hamilton's clearly going to be dominating this season over him, and if anybody has a chance, it's going to be Hamilton. But anything's possible. Anything is possible. Let's see. It all comes down to this. I mean, yeah, the order's been changing here and there, but this is it. We're down to the last minute in qualifying Q3, and he looks a little off the pace here. Verstappen looks like he's faster than anybody in the first sector. Oh man, I don't know if this is the best lap from Russell. I've seen a little sharper. He had a great first sector. Middle sector was okay, up by 1.5. I don't think he's changing at all. Nope. Neither of them can change from where they are. Looks like Hamilton did a little bit better. Oh, yeah, Hamilton did a lot better. Leclerc, P1. All right, Verstappen trying to match that, coming around now. Coming down to... Oh, no. Okay, he's still got just a little bit to go. I think he got 2 more turns. Hamilton, though, only 0.6 off the pace right now. That's very interesting. So that means there is potential in this car. Here's Verstappen over the line. P2. Leclerc took pole. Wow. All right, so Ferrari's going to be challenging Red Bull, even if it's the 1-3, they're going to be challenging Red Bull and looking to push him out. And oh man, this is interesting right here. And Sainz hasn't finished yet. He's still coming around. Oh no, Sainz is done too. All right, cool. So they got P1 and P3. That's Leclerc, he said he knew it was in it. Yeah. That's what I was saying the whole before, it doesn't matter what happened before. The order switched. Sainz kept tacking it over and over, and Charles pulled it off. I'm still rooting for Sainz to pull out a W tomorrow. But you know what I mean? I will say though, Hamilton is in P5 and only half a second off the pace. So, I mean, I don't really know. He definitely has a chance for podium, that's for sure. And you know what I mean? If depending on what happens in the race, Verstappen's going to be kind of hard. Obviously, he has pace too. He got beat out by the Ferraris, but not by a clear mile. So it's definitely going to be a challenge, but who knows what happens? Races are crazy, so we shall see what happens. And Russell did a good job, but he was almost a second slower than Hamilton. I could tell that his last lap really wasn't there. It's just, I think a little bit of it was him and a little bit was the car, but you know, it is what it is. Not a bad showing. Mercedes overall did pretty well compared to what people were saying. You know, they thought the Haas's and, you know, the Romeos were just going to dominate them and all this other stuff. What a qualifying session. What a way to start off the 2022 season. Ferrari on top. Oh man, it's going to be a good season and I can't wait for tomorrow. Be sure that you're hitting that subscribe button down below. Hit that like button on this video as well. Help me keep bringing more content to all of you out there. And with that said, this is F1P1 Life. I'm your host, Sean Kilburn. And yeah, I guess I'll see you on the grid tomorrow. Or not on the grid, but watching the grid. Wish I was on the grid. SK signing off.